guys, how's it going? I'm Suhan and you're watching Blenderium. So, I'm gonna teach you today, or it's a tutorial, it's the same thing. I'm gonna teach you today to make that night forest scene. You can watch it, it's appreciated if you watch that. It will pop up in the top right. So, let's just get into it. You can see what I'm doing right here. And if you're wondering why is this so clean, I'm using T to close and open the toolbar. So we'll just start. Select the default cube, obliterate it with delete or X, it's the same thing. Shift A, mesh, or plane. Tab, scale by 6 times. Right click, subdivide, 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 and subdivide. If it slows your PC down, you can unsubdivide, but I think it's fine for now. So we'll just jump in tab to close it off. We'll get into sculpting mode, and then you have that brush. F to increase the brush size. Right click to deny or cancel it. Shift F to increase the fall off or strength of your brush. So we'll just start sculpting and I'll meet you once I've done that. Okay, so I've actually went ahead and okay, we're recording. Okay, so I've actually went ahead and made up that bumpy terrain that we want. If you get too much, just control click and smoothen it out. Come back into layout mode and then get into edit preferences and search for sapling tree gen. Turn that box on and get in here. Save preferences. Next you wanna go node wrangler. Get that boy turned on. Save those preferences and close it off. So once you have done that, shift A, curve sapling tree gen. So I did use animation, but you can search up tutorials for that. I can't really tell it because it makes my PC go really slow and I won't be able to make this tutorial. You should be at geometry tab by default and then make a tree. Scroll all the way down, take a preset. Just take anything at this point, I don't really care. We'll make a winter forest. That would be a good idea. So Douglas fir, and then get into leaves. Show leaves. Those are a lot of leaves, my friend. Leaves could be what, 50 minus 50? What's that? Okay, whatever. I guess these are dry then. Select those, scale them down to your liking and then start duplicating. You'll say, why are we not using what, particle systems? Good idea, but it's just better to do it manually because you have more control and we don't need a ton of trees, do we? Even though it's a forest scene. Suhan getting exposed. Just add it in again and again and rotate them at random points. Scale some up, scale some down. Just do your thing. Yep, something like that. And then add another tree. Yep, exactly what you'll do. Scale this down on the, or move them down on the Z axis a bit so that you can actually see the branches. Or control Z, I took my camera to by accident. G and Z so that you can actually see these. And if you want to set your camera, you can just add 0, and once you're in camera view, click shift and accent gray, whatever that thing is, it's just below escape. Come back and move wherever you want to where it feels like a forest. To me, that feels good, so we'll just get in here right there, and I'm gonna provide you some links in description for some textures and some models. I imported some models from Sketchfab. Sketchfab, I'm gonna give that model site soon. It's in the description, so let's move on. Go, another tree. Use another preset now. Where we use geometry, load preset, and I think pine, cause this is a coniferous forest. And then in leaves, turn on show leaves. Okay, buddies, those are a lot of leaves. Reduce it down to 200. You don't really need to, but again, my PC problems. So yeah, you wanna scale that buddy down. Get into top view and do the same thing again. R, Shift D, R, Shift D, R, Shift D, R, scale, Shift D, R, Shift D, R. Okay, I'll stop chanting then. It's my sister, please don't mind, cause I don't have a noise cancelling microphone and I'm recording on a toaster, so yeah. Done. You should get into camera view either by this or by 0, and then is the time for the, not promotion by any means, but yep, I used his text leaves, so time to add in the grass. Or there are two ways you could do this, but I'm just gonna do the model way, or else you could add in curve, sapling tree gen, and take some really populated things, show leaves. Okay, increase the amount of leaves for this guy. Please don't rush. Increase the amount of leaves, and you can make a bush out of it. But I don't really do that, cause I'm not that kind of guy. So I'm just gonna go Shift A and actually file, import GLTF 2.0 and just get into wherever the heck you have saved it. Mine I'll just load up really soon. I have given this link in the description and they are horrendously big. So first of all, you wanna Alt P, clear parent key transformation and destroy that root node, GLTF, orientation, whatever. And get into camera, or you know what, actually Control Z and Z. And before we actually scale these down, before we actually delete them, delete that null and then select that null and obliterate it with delete or X, your choice. G Shift Z, move it out of the camera even though I just moved it in. Boom. Done. Scale these down and then new collection, call this scatter grass. Okay, and it would be good for us to select all the trees, move new collection and call those trees. Okay. And now the leaves are differentiated, so select all those leaves, move new collection, leaves. Wow. Leaves. So once you have done that, I know it's getting long and boring too, but yeah, select this plane, get it into the particle settings right here. After selecting that, new number, let's go 5000. Wow, 5000. Make it a hair. A hair, awesome. Tick advanced in render as collection, instance collection, scatter grass. And now you can see that's totally upright. Select these, Control A, all transforms. Okay, maybe not that. Control Z, Control A, rotation. Yeah, that fixes it. Tab into edit mode, G and Z, or first of all, Control click this plane out of existence. And then G and Z, move it up and done. You've got yourself some grass and check rotation. Rotation global Z. Control A. Rotation and scale. Okay, Control Z maybe. Yeah, so you finally got that. Randomize the rotation a bit. Scale it up a bit, and what, scale randomness, randomize the scale a bit, and yeah, so you're done. But I wanna do something. I'll just get this bush, shift D, and like actually G right here, GX right there, GY. Scale this down, GX, GY, GZ. Done. I don't know why, but I just want that. Like, it feels good. And to actually get that forest experience, I would like to Shift D, Shift Z, bring it right here, or Control Z for that matter, and also select its leaves, cause or else that tree doesn't feel like a tree. And this guy is really just for, he's not gonna be in the frame, something like that. GX right there, yeah, that feels cool. Scale this down, yeah. Okay, Control S, it's a good time to save it, and we're just gonna call this whew, Boulder Dash. I don't know why, but I really wanted to use that name. So now save your project and move on into shading tab. This is where the fun begins, my friends. I was actually gonna link this finished project for free in the description, but it won't really help cause my reasons. Cause I cannot import the texture because I'm a dummy. So now when you import it in, this should be destroyed. Absolute destruction. Like select one of these and then you'll check that there's no alpha that's connected, or it is actually, but this RGB thing, that's freaking a lot of things up. So you just wanna disconnect that, so you're left with something like this. Again, keep saving, it's a good thing to do that again and again. We have got ourselves some grass. Get into solid view for now. Select these and get into camera and actually are them until they're upright, or tab into edit mode and then rotate them somewhat like that so they're more upright kinda. Yeah, Control S again, change back to that, and this is rendered in Eevee, would you believe that? So we'll just get into the tree bark or thing, whatever, Select the principal BSDF, Control Shift T, and I'm gonna link a tree texture in the description. So you just wanna download that and use it. Or you can use yours, I don't really know or care either. Would Okay, so I'll just get in here and let's see, dark brown 2. Yeah, so the texture name is dark brown 2. Open that boy up. This is PBR. Oh crap, that looks so destroyed. You know what, this could actually be something like this, and X could actually be something like that. So yeah, you wanna tweak that like that and then bring this panel down here. Okay, scatter grass, better close that. Select all the trees. Shift select all the trees and then shift select the tree that we applied all the textures to. Control L and link materials. This really is a half an hour tutorial. Sorry for that. And these leaves are actually supposed to be white. Just add in some new materials and then give it up and whatever is going on. So yeah, just a minute, I'm just gonna mute my mic and I'll meet once after I'm done the same texture for this. Okay, so you can hear a lot of background noise, I'm sorry for that, but I'm just gonna, given those textures, I'm gonna give you a leaf texture too. We'll see. We'll see. So we'll just, it's taking me a while to find my texture. Okay, the texture is leaf 0011K. And you just add it in just like we did. And honestly, it doesn't matter. You know what? Leave it. We don't need all of this. A white is good. Just select these pine leaves. Base color, make it like green, dark greenish. So yeah, they look like that. They're too, you know, shift select this one again, control L, link materials. They're too thin to be something like that. Save your project. Okay, so this is taking me a while. Add in a new texture, do the same thing. I'll meet after I've done that. Okay, so I've imported in the texture forest ground 01. Get into the scale and then change it to be what, 5 or something. It's seamless, so don't really worry. And because we are in a icy environment, I would really like to recommend you Okay, so sorry, there was a pause for a minute, and so this is a snowy environment. We're just gonna, add in another principal BSDF. Bring it in right here, G it right here. Principal BSDF right here, and oh my god, I'm speaking too weird. Shift A, mix shader, bring it in, and I know we're just gonna push this away. I will give you a snow texture also in the description if you really want it. But yeah, I'm not gonna use it. Get it below and then select this BSDF, plug it right in. Select this G into shader output. or surface. Material output surface. I'm so slow. I'm so really sorry. Everything should be squiggles. Just go in. Noise texture. Noise texture. Bring it in. Call ramp. Search for ramp. Get that. Factor into factor. And this color into the factor. Just a second. We're doing it. My PC is a bit slow. Okay, we got that done. That goddamn thing is now done. Do that. Bring it over here. And yeah, that's basically it. You can see Control S it off. And now for the actual thing, come back to layout mode. Shift A, cube, cover everything that you've just got. Scale it on the Z axis, G and Z until it covers almost the whole scene. S and Z a bit, G and Z, done. You could optimize like the scatters and all, but I don't really have a lot of time. So we'll just go new texture, select this surface, scroll up, remove volume, scatter. Color could be bluish or whatever tealish you want. I'm gonna with a Christmas tealish thing. Density 0.02, it's tried and tested. Control S. Hop into rendered view. Just a second. Okay, we are in. And it's extremely slow, but okay. 0.2, update that. Holy crap, why does that look red? Shift A, light, sun lamp. Yeah. G, Z, it doesn't really matter. G, Y. Move it right here. R and X, 90 degrees minus. And then R and X, just a bit something like that. So you get this misty, forest kind of thing. And then make the background black. This is how I got myself those amazing god rays and stuff. So, this looks really high quality.